Good morning and welcome to a new segment of Life University's Life Church. And this is your life host, the Reverend Dr. Donicia Palmer Wallace. I am so grateful that you're able to join me today, that you are well and safe. That's a good place to be well and safe. So thank you. Well, this will be a short segment. But before we actually go into the segment, I'm going to take us through a time of thanksgiving, a time of gratitude. I was in my kitchen last night and I became overwhelmed with a sense of gratitude. It wasn't for any particular purpose of having obtained something. It wasn't necessarily for my body. I was just consciously aware of how grateful I am, how wonderful life is. Just wanted to say thank you. I just wanted to scream from the inside, not audible, but just to say thank you. And I woke up this morning with the same overwhelming sense and presence of gratitude. It's very healing. It's very wholesome. And so at this time, I'd like to ask you to join me as we go into just a short gratitude, sense of gratitude this morning. Will you just come away from all the worry and the noise and the what ifs and what has been or might be, from the regrets, even from all the excitement? Just pull yourself right now. And so I'm going to ask you to take a deep breath with me and just take a deep breath from the diaphragm. Now I'm going to ask you to take a deep breath again, and this time through your mouth, feeling it in the top of the roof of your mouth, and swallow and just follow it down into your stomach. And then an ah on the exhale, okay? Let's do that. Let's take a breath through our mouth. We're going to do that another time. Just try to practice. Take a deep breath through your mouth. Feel it at the top of the roof of your mouth. Swallow, feel it, follow it down into your stomach, and then exhale. So here we go. Do you know, in those few seconds that you focus and paid your attention, and was consciously aware of the intake of your breath, feeling it in the roof of your mouth, swallowing, following it through into your diaphragm, and then exhaling. In those few seconds, life had a chance to get rid of the toxin, do some stuff around your life, and release all that your life needed for this moment. We are sometimes so cluttered, and that is why we go to sleep at night. Because at night, when we go to sleep, life then have a chance, because our mind would have been still, of course, if we had watched a lot of social media prior to going to our beds. Then this would not be the case, as we'd be too active. We might even have sleep paralysis or nightmares. But life looks after us when we are less agitated, and we become less agitated and less stressed when we can enter into the time I call a time of gratitude and thanksgiving. So let's continue in our gratitude. With your eyes closed, we're going to take another deep and grateful breath. This time through our nose. Take a deep breath. And for those of you who might be a little stuffy, we'll take the breath through the mouth, and we'll just hold not too long. Don't distress the puns. We'll just take a deep breath. Now, just before you open your eyes, I would like you to say thank you. So in the opening of your eyes, thank you, thank you, thank you. Now that was very healing. So our topic today, why we do what we do. Our life is like a journey. We start off in the pure, innocent lane, and we arrive in a beautiful world where everything is wonderful because we are well looked after. Then as we go through life, we then begin to reach that stage where we are actually making our own decisions, and we are no longer being done to or being done, well, we're no longer being waited on hands and foot. Now we have to do for ourselves. And it is in this time of doing for ourselves that we get stuck, we get in trouble. So, why we do what we do? That's the big question today. It's all tied up with our intention. So, here on your screen, you might see the words good, bad, which ones are we going to choose? Is it to do what is good or what is right? So again, what did I say? It's about choice. It's not just allowing thoughts to rest, which I talk about a lot on these segments, that the birds fly over, but we decide whether they stay on our head and make a nest there. We don't, do we? We shoo them off. How do we do that? Here is what it is. Making a firm decision. Setting. It's called setting. Okay, write that down. SETTING. Setting. So it's having a mindset, setting your mind. That means deliberation. It's an act of your deliberation. Okay? It cannot happen by somebody, although people have gone to hypnotherapists where they have induced them and by suggestion have, told them, I do not want to smoke, I will not smoke, I am not a smoker, and so on. And they have put these suggestions in while there was under their influence when they were in the induction process, and so they suggested that, and I was going to say they sewed them up, but it's like they were sewn up, isn't it? And then they awakened them, and then they are in the teacher's awakening, and they will go through life, and as it's wonderful. They boast in this, and they're not smoking anymore, but it is not their own willpower. Yes, their willpower was to go to see the hypnotherapist in the first place, but we don't need an outside influence to influence our inner person, because life lives us, and that is sufficient. Okay, that's enough. So stop right now and let us say together, I am enough. I am enough. Come on. I am enough. Okay. So, sounded like a class there, isn't it? and so life is sufficient for us. So we can enable the process by setting an intention in our mindset, setting that intention in our mind, okay, that I want to I want to take responsibility. And that's what it's about. We can be lazy and just do what we do, whether it's good or bad, doesn't matter. But there are consequences and there are delights. So I would say that we change our language and begin to say, I will not do that because of the consequence. But I will do what I do because of the delight, because of the magnificence, and so that we live delightful, magnificent lives because we have set that as our intention in our mind. We have created a mindset that I will live a magnificent life, doing what I do delightfully and magnificently, so that the flavor, the aroma around me, no, it will not be Shore or Dove, which are good scents, or other perfumes that you could think of, or even when you're cooking your food, or when you go out to dine and it smells so lovely. That's a lovely aroma. But we can create our own aroma as we set our intention, and our intention becomes the driver so that our mind has something to go back to. So even as we started off this morning with a thank you and a mindset to be grateful, gratitude helps us to set good intention. And so my focus today on this topic, why we do what we do, is to underline it, is to put a platform and a foundation under it. And that foundation is based on gratitude. So as we begin to be conscious aware of our life, we become grateful for our lives. Then we become grateful for what we do, because what we do greatly impacts on the life experience that we have for ourselves, and for the experience that anyone that come in contact will have with us. We can be that flavor of beauty. We can be that flavor of delight. I love these words. You can be a delight because your life is based in that magnificent truth. You have set your intention. Now, how long it takes, I do not know. If you keep doing what you don't want to do, revert back to the process. You become very still. You train yourself to be very thankful, very grateful for the life that you are, the life that is around you. And then you begin to put into practice. Gratitude should become a way of life. It should become our lifestyle. It should become what drives us, so that on the driver of our minds, okay, on the hard drive of our mind, not talking about our brain, I'm talking about that inner part of us where God abides, where love wants to abide. Are you not receiving the love you want? Are you not having the joy you want? Are you not having the peace and contentment that you want? Then revert back to the process. Become very grateful. And then you will find that you're living from that mindset. You have created a mindset and that is your intention, okay? And so you're holding your attention. Your mind will hold your intention. It will hold you to it. It will actually become like your security guard, okay? It will guard you, your mind. There is a scripture that says, guard your mind, because from this place of your mind is all the treasures, is your treasures. And if you'd be quite surprised what people have loaded up in that place as treasure, you would be so surprised. So today, surprise yourself, okay, with the joy and the beauty and the delight and the magnificence of creating beautiful, wonderful intention that I will become the sole keeper of what I do, so that all my actions and all my doings from now on will be magnificent and delightful. And here is why we set that intention. It is so that we might create an inner space of peace. Do you realize how peaceful it was when we were just lost in that space of wonder, the space of gratitude and thanksgiving, and full attention. When I say conscious awareness, I mean putting our full focus, our full attention. Our soul is at peace, and that sends all that we need throughout our physical form as well as our mental capacity, enabling us to be the best version of ourselves. So that at the end of the day, you can be at peace with yourself, knowing that you do what you do because you created a mindset to have delight. You created delightful, that was a delightful intention, and you set it. You have set it. You've set something. When something is set, it is set. So when we talk about mindset, people, it's rubbish because they're always changing their minds. But if you've come to that place into your conscious awareness that I would like to be and manifest delight and magnificence in what I do, so that I can say, I know why I do what I do, because my great works, people say, why do you do? Oh, why, you're so wonderful. Everything you touch is like gold. It is because you have set your intentions on good, and your heart is pure. Your heart is in this place of deep awareness, deep intention to be the best that you can be, to be grateful. And so I end the segment today wishing you a great and a peaceful week ahead. Join me next time. Bless you. If there is any that is sick today, right now, if there is any listening that is not feeling well, perhaps things haven't been going your way, and you're feeling a little stress, stop right now and just take a deep breath. I'll do it with you in this healing modality. Before you take that breath, ensure that you have created within yourself that intention to be well. We're using the same modality. So you're going to take that breath, you're going to feel it and be aware of it. So as well as feeling it, you're going to be aware of it going in the roof of your mouth, swallowing, and just that it's in your diaphragm, it's in your body. It's being taken up by the brain, it's sending it to the heart, it's sending it through your body. Your blood is carrying this message of gratitude. So we are going to be grateful for your healing, so that then it becomes a manifestation in your life. Well, let's do that together. I am well. We'll do that again. And on the exhale, you will say, thank you, I am well. Okay. If it's something and it's not physical, and it's not, to do with, but if it's not something physical and it's, like something you're experiencing outside of yourself, maybe it's to do with a transaction or something like that, then on the exhale, you can just say, thank you, I am well, and it is well, all is well. Okay, so that is incorporated in everything. So let's try to do that together. We'll take a deep breath in. I am well. We'll take another breath. I am well. All is well. It is well. And so in this moment, you have created for yourself a fresh intention that all is well for your body, for healing to take place in your body. Well, I pray that you will have a peaceful week, a glorious, delightful week, a magnificent experience, a newness, a revitalization. This is Life University's Life Church, and this is your life host, the Reverend Dr. Donicia Palmer Wallace.